Good morning, class. And today we are going to see the topic list. In the previous class, we have seen up to the loop, how loops are working. Now today topic is a list. Clear? So we all know that list is a mutable data types. They are mutable type of list. What is a mutable? Mutable means that index values we can change. Clear? So like other variables, we have a list. List is a such type of variables, yeah, such type of data types that allow us to store several types of values. That means if we have a number also, if we have a string also, and if we have a float values also, we can store all together under the one name that is called as a what? List. Clear? So that is the definition of the list. Now today we are going to learn how we will create a different type of list with a different ways. First of all, if we are using the square bracket, what it denotes? It denotes the user wants to create a list. So always keep in your mind that whenever the values are written under the square bracket, it will treat as a list. Okay. Now, the first is that how to create empty list. How to create empty list. We have a two way to create an empty list. First one is this: L variable name is equal to square bracket, or we can use L is equal to list functions. These are the two ways by which we can create an empty list. Empty means such type of list that do not have any what members. So this is way to create a empty list. After after creation of empty list, how we will store the data inside the list. So we are going to see the functions. We are going to see function of list. What functions of the list we can use? In that, the first one is that append functions. This function is used to add items in the last of the list. Yeah, we can say it is used to add the items at the end of the list. At the end of the list. For example, suppose if you have created the empty list L is equal to this, and you have written here L dot append 12. So what will be the list? List will be the 12. Clear? Again, if you have written here already L is equal to 12, we have. If again you have written L is dot append 14, so what will be the list? L is equal to, it will be become 12 and 14. The 14 will be added in the list at the end of the list. So what is the end value? 12. So the 14 will add after the 12, and the list will become like that, 12 and 14. If you are adding some more items, then again suppose you have written here L dot append 13. L dot append 13. So what will be the list? List will become 12, 14, 13. In the previously, precisely the list was 12, 14. When the 13 will add, the 13 will take place after the 14. That is called as a end of the list. So what is the use of append function? It is used to add the value in the what? End of the list. Now, To add the value, we have a different ways. Clear? The first way, I can add the value, my dear student, by the direct value. Direct value means I have a 12, I want to add. So what will I write here? Variable name dot append 12. Clear? The second way is that using variable if we have a variable a is equal to 13 and we are adding here width. I will show one example. Wait. Look here. I have one list L is equal to empty. And if I have a value 12, direct value 12, and I want to add into the list, what will I write here, my dear students? I will write here L dot append 12. After adding this line, the value of the list will become like that, 12. When this line will execute, what the output will come? The value of L will become as a 12. Clear? So you don't understand if this is a syntax. Syntax is only this, L dot append 12. What will be the list? The list state like that. It is L is equal to having which value? 12. Now by using variable, if we are talking about the variables can be of string type, it can be of number type, it can be of list type, it can be of tuple type, or it can be of dictionary type. All this type of variables value you can add, but the append functions add the value in a same nature as they are. For example, if we are adding the integer value, so the integer 12 will add. If we are adding the string value, so in the string format it will be add. If we are adding the list value, so adding means appending. If we are appending the list value, the same list will be append as a what? Particular number. If we are adding the tuple, same tuple will add. If we are adding a dictionary, same dictionary will be add into the list. I will show one by one example. Look here. These all understand? By using the variables, these all variables value we can add. Look here. Suppose I have one value a is equal to string 12. And here I have written L dot append a. Earlier, what is the value of list? 12. Now look here, what will be the list? L is equal to 12 and comma double quotes 12. Why? Because the a is a which type of variable? The string type of variable. So string value will be added into the list. Is it clear? Now look here. We have a list 12, 12. And we have one variable that contains the float value 14.5. And we have written here L dot append a. So what will be the list? Earlier the list was 12, comma one string value 12 and comma another float value 14.5. By using the append, I am showing you the append function how it is working with the different variable, how different elements in which natures are being added. It is showing here. So I hope you understand these all things. Now look here. By using this, we have a list 12 double quotes 12 comma 14.5. Now I am writing here a is equal to another list 1 comma 2 and I have written here L dot append and here I have written a. Now what will be the list stage? The list will contain the another list. Look here how. 12 double quotes 12 comma 14.5, and then after another list will come 1 comma 2. The append functions will add the variable value in the same as they are. Clear? It is not going to add a single element. If the variable is of list type, so the list will add into the list. If it is a variable is tuple type, for example, we have a b is equal to 1 comma 2, and we have written here L dot append b. So what will be the list value? L is equal to 12 in double quotes 12 comma 14.5 comma 1 comma 2, and comma again the tuple value will come what? 1 comma 2. Like that it will be added in your list. So that is a use of what? Append function. If you are using the dictionary, so the dictionary in the same nature it will be add into the list. So this is a what? Append functions that we are saying. Now if you want, I may add the value into the list when the user may give some value from the what? Input. So you can create a list. L is equal to here what? Empty. Listen, from the user input, there are the variety of input. It depends upon that which natures you have followed. If you want a user, I may ask to the user enter one value, whatever the value user has given, it will add into the list. Then I have a different way. I want a user may give some value in the form of string, and all the value it may add into the particular indexes. Clear? For example, suppose you may ask enter the value, and the user has given 12 and you want it will add in this format. Clear? The first way. The second way, what? You may ask here enter the value, and user has given 1 2 3, and you want it may add into the list in this format 1 comma 2 comma 3. So we have a different ways. The third way, you may ask enter the list, and user has given in this format 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and as it is user has given value, same way it may add into the list like that. The value of L will become 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Clear? So this three different way, we have a three different syntax. This one I can do by using the append functions. This one I can do by using the list functions. This one I can do by using the eval functions. Eval function means if you want in which way user has given. If it is given in the list way, the value will come into the list form. If the user has given in the tuple form, the variable will be created as in the form of tuple. If you have given in the dictionary form, the variable will be created of the dictionary format. So we have a eval functions. So my dear students, all these three way we will see how to do. Look here. The first way, user may give 12 and you may add. So you will write here list variable name dot append, and here you may give int in the bracket input, and you may write here enter the number. Clear? Otherwise, with the help of variables you want to tell, so you can do here int input, enter the value, and then you may write here L dot append A. If you want to do these things by using one line, so this one, if you want, I will take the input separately and then I will do, then you can follow this method. Either you may follow this method only, either you may follow these two lines to add the value in the list. Now look here. Other one, I want to get the value of the list. User may give here, enter the value 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will create in the list like that all values in the single quotes separated. So here I have to do is like that, L is equal to list what? Enter the value. Clear? If you have given, sorry, one mistake is here. Input enter the value and one more bracket will close here. So if the user has given in this value, so the value of L will become 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one thing is there, how these functions will give the value. It will give the value in the form of a string, and that is used, we can say it is a method that is going to convert strings value in the form of list values. So my dear students, I think you understand today how to append the data into the list. The next functions we will study into the next class. I hope all the notes, what way are there to store the value in the list, you please write down in your copy. We will check the copy also. Clear? Thank you class. And one more thing, now the COVID is increasing too much. You must take care of your and your family also. When they are going outside, give mask and the sanitizer in their hand. Thank you.